Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 153, episode 3 on our Dwarf Paladin. We're back, let's jump in. Got off work a little early this afternoon. Did some chores around the house, did some laundry, made a cup of coffee, and now we're ready to get back into it with the Dwarf baby. Alright, let's continue. So last we left off, we needed to read this book here in the inn at Karanos, as well as we needed to go to the Barley Brew siblings, go explore the Frostmane Cave and take on some headhunters and get the restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears, as well as there's some other quests over here that we can take. So I'm going to hold off on reading the book until the end of this episode, I think. We'll definitely come back here. So yeah, let's just head out. I got a little bit of cash, and I should save it, but I gotta get a drink. Come on. We gotta get a drink.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
I'll take 2 Thunder Ale. One for right now and one for the road, you know what I'm saying? So let's follow the road right now. Let's get the northern bit up here explored. This is where we get that Evershine that we need for one of the steam golem pilots. Is that what they're called? Tank engines, whatever they were. Steam engines. Let me adjust our macros real quick. Oh, hit her with a... We both gave each other a mite. Alright. We still need to get a one-handed weapon and shield. We sold that other shield, but I didn't have a weapon to pair with it, and honestly, inventory space is kind of crucial right now. I've got no bag space, so... Let's cut through here, actually. No, I want the exploration. Again, just like our rogue, I'm going to try and, you know, everywhere we go on this character, explore the entire map, do every quest, try and complete zones. Because we're not doing dungeons all the way up to 60, this is a completely dungeon and like raid-free character, just like our rogue, like all the other characters will be. Doing every quest is going to be very important. Making sure we complete zones, doubling back to areas that we've been before, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's going to matter. I thought I might get some exploration if I ran up here, but I guess not. I guess the lake is really all that you need to go into to get the exploration, but still, it's nice to see this northern bit. Let me check out what that camp is. Ice Flow Lake. Keep our eyes peeled for any kind of treasure slash any nodes. The only profession that we need to pick up is fishing, and Paxton Ganter right here can teach us. I might spend some time fishing in this lake, but there's 2 copper nodes right there.
I can teach you fishing skills.
Please do. 1 silver piece for that. That's fine. Just to show you guys what our character looks like, I'll probably pull this over. I realized on my rogue, I never really moved this. I always kept it right here. it's not crucial that you guys see this, you know what I mean? If I ever wanted to show a piece, I'd obviously, like, I guess, I want to stay, like, succinct to what I did with my my rogue. There's a chest, nice. But I do wish I would have moved this over on my rogue. So I guess we'll leave it here for now so you guys can actually see our character and stuff, but we got some Peace Bloom, a throwaway shirt, an extra healing potion, and some more water. I was hoping that Judge would finish it, but... Oh shit, Timber, the rare wolf. Getting pretty lucky with rare spawns on this character. I am a little worried about this, but I do have Bubble. Alright, I think we just wait for him to path back over here. Let's have a drink for some liquid courage. He's not really pathing back over here. There we go, I got one of them. Guys, I'm a little nervous. Kill him and then run. I gotta get these other... Okay, whew. It's like I gotta get these other wolves off me. Wow, that was a little dicey. We used a potion, Bubble. Whew, didn't like that one bit. He is 2 levels up on us, though. And it was 3 mobs, so... We get silver-lined bracers. This is garbage. We got basically 30 copper out of that kill. Nearly giving up our life for that. Dicey, 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 dicey. Sell all this garbage, learn the brilliant small fish for our cooking, and pick up a couple baubles. I'll probably do some fishing in this episode. Keeg Giblin. So I need a... Don't we need... Oh, I guess... Rayhold will just give it to us, Evershine. Curse the Brewers League. They have access to all the best ingredients while we're stuck here, grubbing for grain and hops. I really would like to give them some bitter taste and justice. I don't know why my dwarf voice is like a pirate voice now, but I can't do a dwarven voice anymore, man. I lost it. I could never really do a good one, but...
Bellow Fizz needs some of my Evershine. Alright. I have a cask of Evershine handy, but... Can you do me a favor? Brunel Village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing.
Alright, the perfect stout.
I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste. And I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from Frostmane seers, or swipe it from the troll's shimmerweed baskets.
Sounds good. Marlith barley brew.
I have to admit, those Thunder Brews make some good drinks. But they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of barley brew Scalder. Sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew distillery in Karanos and switch it with one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And
cheeky.
if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
In the basement of the Thunder Brew distillery in Karanos, replace a barrel of Thunder Ale with a barrel of barley brew Scalder. I am a fan of that barley brew. Sorry, that Thunder Ale. It's kind of my drink of choice right now. Alright, so we just need to kill basically everything around here. That rare kill has made me realize that I need to be very careful on the Paladin and confident when I'm taking on rares on this character. Because unlike my rogue, I don't have, sprint to get away from things, vanish to bail if it's looking sketchy. Like, once we're in, we're in. Like, all I have is like a bubble to reset and kind of heal back up. But if I need to leave, that might not happen, right? Like, so I need to be a little more cautious when it comes to risky scenarios on this character. I'm not very comfortable on Paladin like I was on Rogue, you know what I mean? Especially moving forward into some of the other characters in the future too, like when I take on the Shaman or the Druid or the Warrior especially, right? Like, all of those classes I'm gonna have to be very, very careful with when I take on rares, elites, that kind of thing. On the rogue, I was very confident I could just, like, gouge, throw kite. You don't really have that stuff on a paladin. On a warrior, you can throw kite, but you don't have gouge. You don't have a tool that can just continuously stun a target. You have to do things like fence kiting, where you use a fence, which we've done on the rogue. I've shown you guys, but you use a fence to manipulate the pathing of the mob. Oh, yo, a bag. That's huge. That's so big. I wish it was a blue bag, but beggars can't be choosers. One thing that's really nice, I'm realizing, is Hammer of Justice is pretty much just long enough for us to be able to get a full cast of Holy Light off on if I'm fighting with a single target. So if I ever get low, I can just, Hodge. They call this Hodge, but you can just Hodge the target and then, you know, cast a big heal. Keep that. It's valuable meat that we can cook. Again, main goal, just trying to keep our mana high. Big crit, 54. Once our mana fills out here, I'll judge, cast a new seal. 3 health. And it parried. Mana's full, so we'll cast a heal. 10 seconds left on the seal, we can get a little bit of value out of it. And the parry. Get one more swing before I need to judge this.
Health warning.
2 bits of meat that are valuable. Nice. Check up along this ridge for copper. Best place to look for ore is, you know, along the mountainsides. Oh, that's nasty. Ice Claw reduces our attack speed by quite a bit. Should have healed first, but it's okay. Doubles my attack swing speed. We go from like 3.5 to like 6 seconds or 7 seconds. It's kind of crazy.
Health warning.
All right, 2 more leopards. Doesn't appear to be any copper along this ridge up here. Mana's pretty much full. Let's spend some of it. I'm gonna set up my heal bot too real quick, and just in case I want to just click instead. Whoops. How do I clear it? I guess just reset spells. Alright, so left click on my name, that's level 1, Holy Light. Right click on my name, that's level 2, okay. It's nice to have heal bots set up just in case I want to, you know, just in case I want to click. Instead of having to hold shift and then, you know, use my mouse or whatever. But more than likely, I'll just mostly use shift and my mouse. Alright, last leopard we need, and we're right in front of the little troll village here that I can go up and look for the flowers. If we get rid of anything, we'll get rid of some of these like cheaper chipped claws and things like that. I gonna make you into mojo. These actually sell for quite a bit. 33 copper, and they stack up to 5 times. It's pretty nice. Oh, we got a bastard sword too. There's 50. And there's some copper right there. Nice.
Health warning.
These are humanoids, so they drop linen. Nice 4-piece right here. And we got 6 rough stone off that. That's really nice. Let's check for treasure. I'm not really seeing... Oh, yep, a chest. Nice. Yeah, it's right there. Okay. Another health potion. That's nice. These are the baskets we're looking for. Shimmer weave baskets. Oh, and they can drop shimmer weed. That's nice. I'm going to interrupt this one. I knew that guy was going to catch us. Hodge actually uses a decent bit of mana. I don't really need the tough jerky. We'll leave that on the body there. There's another basket over here. Let's grab that real quick. I'm going to need to try and... I don't know how I'm going to pull each of these individually. Oh. Definitely don't want to take on 2 seers at once. They're spellcasters, and spells actually hurt me a lot right now.
Health warning.
Seven. Nice. Alright, that's all 6. I still need some other headhunters, but they can be found all over the place. Plus, I need to go explore this cave, and there's a lot of them back there, so... I do want to try and get this chest, but it is a little dicey. I need this guy to actually roam away, and then maybe I could try and take on one of them, but... I'm afraid that if I pull one, all 3 will follow me. Maybe I can get one's attention. Okay, he got his cast off on me, that's fine. That range was a bit ridiculous, let's be honest. I want to try and... Ah, they reset his aggro. Okay, nice. Oh shit, I've got 3 on me.
Health warning.
Whew.
Health warning.
That's dicey. I didn't realize I pulled 3 there. Alright, I don't have bubble or health potion now. Maybe it's not worth trying to get that chest. The fact that it could have a bag in it, though, really makes me want to try and get that chest, but... There's almost just too many here. Especially if this patrol gets pulled. There's no way that I'm not grabbing all 3. But the only way I see me actually clearing this camp out is if I can pull one, smack him around a little bit, so that way he doesn't lose interest in me, and the other 2, we pull them away far enough to where they reset. This could be death here, though. That's the scary part. I should really wait for bubble. There was a node over there, I saw it. Let's go try and get that. I'll come back for the chest on my way back. That way bubble has enough time to come off cooldown. He resisted my judgment. I canceled it last second. Oh, it's gonna be up on top of the mountain? No, okay, it's right here, cool. Okay, what does this put me at? 28 on our mining skill. I'm gonna need to make some more space though. So I guess we're getting rid of the gloves at this point. Nice. I'm actually full up on rough stone as well. So I'll tell you what, let's go swing by Rayhold. We'll turn in these 2 quests and I can sell all this stuff. There's a merchant over there that I can pawn a lot of my stuff to. Oh, goodness, big stretch. Yeah, I got a little dicey there, boys. I didn't realize we had 3 spellcasters on us. I should have, when I popped my bubble, I should have immediately used a rank 2 Holy Light and then started running. I made it a little riskier than it needed to be. It's also important that I'm pretty sparing with our minor healing potions. We are not an alchemist, and I do not have things like pickpocketing and stuff like that for bonus potions like I did on my rogue. We had a ton of potions on the rogue from pickpocketing value, lock boxes. I could stealth through a lot of areas and get to the chest and then open up the chests, right? Which, you know, were pretty profitable for health potions. I don't have a lot of that on this character. Everything that we get to, I'm gonna have to like fight my way through. There's no stealth, there's no, you know, sapping and opening up a chest and then running away.
What's happening?
Watch your back. Up to 10 silver again. Talk to Rayhold. We'll turn in a favor for Evershine first.
Thank you, adventurer. It'll be nice to work our crafts without hearing so many growls and snorts outside the village. Here's your cask of Evershine, adventurer. And again, thank you for the hunting earlier.
Alright, we need to give this to Bellowfizz back at the Steel Grill Depot, and we'll get a 1 silver staff. That's definitely what we'll take, I think. I could take the axe and then go train axes in Ironforge, but I'm okay with maces for right now. Do you have the shimmerweed? I almost have a batch of stout ready to brew, and I want to try throwing the weed into this mixture.
Great! I can't wait to use these in some of my recipes. There's one in particular I think it'll work great in.
We'll take the goat fur cloak. It's an upgrade, and then
I'd like
later.
my brother Wellart to try my new shimmer stout. He's a mountaineer, stationed in the Southern Guard Tower, one of 2 towers on the border to Loch Modan.
Oh, sure.
He may not be a brewer like the rest of us barley brews, but he loves his drinks, and I know he'll like this one. Can you bring him this barrel of shimmer stout for me?
Alright, perfect. So yeah, this is an upgrade. It's worth 53 copper, and then I can sell this other cloak, the Wendigo fur cloak, for 43 copper. We have a lot of brew to deliver 3 casks of ale. Let's go to the Frostmane Hold and go poke around in here. Oh, there's some copper. Oh, there's some copper. Dunmoreau is definitely, it's one of my favorite zones in the game. It's just got this really friendly vibe about it. I didn't like it when I was younger, like a lot of places, but it grew on me really hard over the years. And now I love it. I think it's one of the coolest zones. It's one of my favorite starting zones, as well as it's such a good starting zone for any kind of mining profession. Like if you need ore, of course, right? Like it's the Dwarven Hills. It's perfect for ore. Both like in terms of, I guess, the roleplay aspect of it, and in terms of like, well, I mean, it makes sense, right? They're dwarves. It's a mountainous area, right? Alright, now we are heading into a cave, and we know the golden rule. So we need to be very careful. Let's clear everything out. Let's take our time. There is a rare spawn in here. Great Father Archeticus? Archeticus? The miss. Alright, we ranged pulled 2. That's okay. I'm gonna take this guy on first. Actually, no, I'm gonna take the headhunter on first. He probably hits harder. He does, yeah.
Health warning. Health warning.
Alright, we had to use all of our mana here, but we front-loaded it, so now we can let the regen start. I should be at enough health here to take this guy on. Might need to use a healing potion here. I will, just in case. Just because there was a patrol. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? Mana's just about full. Let's Hodge. Get a big heal off. We should level up after next pull, I think. So I don't mind spending my mana here a little greedily. They are humanoid, meaning they probably run near death, or they could. And unlike the rogue again, I don't have anything. Yep, they do run. I don't have anything like crippling poison or anything like that. So let's make sure we clear out this cave. It'll actually be this pole that we level up on. I'll see if the rare is up. Great Father. Nice, there's the level. Great Father. Arcticus? Not picking up on him right now. Yep, there's copper in here as well as there's probably some treasure. So when it comes to humanoids, we should save our judgment for when they start to run away. We got shadowcasters in here too. Let's check for treasure real quick. There is a battered chest, nice. One health. I'm really hoping I don't. Okay, I'm about to say I want to try and like get this guy away. Okay, it's actually up on the ledge. Another thing I could do is I could save Hodge for when the humanoids are trying to run away, but this guy looks like he's going to patrol all the way up, so let's wait. Let's front load our mana. That way the regen starts working. There's 2 nodes in here. That's huge. This actually reduces my armor by a lot. That puts my armor to 40. No, that's not right. Where's my armor? Oh, there it is, 169. That's a lot. That's a big reduction. Alright, so I'm basically going to clear this entire area out because I want both these nodes there, and then I also want the chest.
Health warning.
Hide Skinners, they basically just have backstab. They're the rogues of this area. Ooh, a little hand axe. Might be something I keep. Again, I don't really know if I'm gonna train axe skill right now. My money is pretty, we're pretty skint. It'll be 10 silver to learn axe skill, one-handed axe skill. And I just feel like we have more pressing things that we need to spend our money on, mostly skills training and any kind of like green weapon upgrade or armor upgrade that we can get from any of the random vendors that sell those things around the world, because there are a few. 31 on mining. But eventually I will wind up picking up, you know, one-handed swords, one-handed axes, two-handed swords, two-handed axes, right? Oh, there's actually 3 copper nodes in here. Perfect. Parry and then resist. Always feels good. I'm just gonna eat this one. We'll take on this patrol as he comes over here, then we'll fight our way up. Should have just enough time to finish out this cave, get the 2 nodes, get the chest, and then head over and probably take on Operation Recombobulation. And then from there we can hearth. Next time we play, which will probably be later tonight when I get back from the gym, I should hold off on this because there's a rare over here, or an elite or something like that, I remember. At least for now. Come back to it when I'm like level 12 or so. Maybe we'll head into Iron Forge for the first time, get the flight path, maybe do some fishing. Fishing is a great way to level up your cooking in the early levels too. Alright, bag. Bag, please. Bag would save us a lot of money. Okay, no bag, but we did get some more potions. That's nice. Excuse me. We got the worn leather bracers as well. No, we got that off the kill. We really just got... we got a piece of linen cloth. I'll take that. I don't think the rare is up. We've gotten pretty lucky with the rares so far, but I don't think the rare is up in this cave. My target mech would probably be finding him by now. This is a curse, not a disease. Of course, we can cleanse diseases and poisons. Let's remember that. That's going to take some time to get used to. But it's pretty important that I make sure I'm cleansing poisons especially. Diseases can be detrimental, but poisons are nasty. They actually add up a lot of damage over time. Mana's full. Let's go ahead and spend some of it. That way we get value out of the regen. We're not going to hearth out of here. It'd be safer if I just went ahead and hearthed out of this cave, but we're going to double back. It's another 4-piece. That's really nice. The 2 button on my MMO mouse, my Razer Naga, is kind of starting to give out. So I do want to be a little careful when it comes to using my mouse and pressing 2. Because sometimes I'll press it and it won't go off, I've realized. So I should probably get more comfortable with using HealBot to heal. It's like 1 out of 10 times to where I hit Shift 2 on my mouse and like it doesn't register it, but I have been noticing that the 2 specifically is starting to kind of wear out. It's still a perfectly good mouse. I'm not gonna like get a new one. This is my 3rd Razer Naga over, I want to say like 10 years. They last a pretty damn good time. When it comes to mice, I prefer Razer's products, honestly. I have a Death Adder for my first-person shooter games. This thing is really nice for that exactly. And then I don't really like the Naga for other games other than MMOs. But games where you have a lot of buttons, it's really, really nice. Oh, I don't have a seal on because I'm yapping. Yeah, specifically for MMOs, it's really nice to have the Naga. 18, it's the same as the bracers. I'll just I'll keep the bracers then. I'm just triple checking and making sure the rare is not up. He would spawn in here, I think, but... Yeah, it's a curse, not a disease. I can't cleanse it. Go ahead and kick that. Mana. Oh, our first green, and it's a sword, yo. Let's get rid of that bad boy, and I do want the cloth, so we'll get rid of, I guess, this gun. Alright, well, we need to make a trip to Stormwind so I can learn sword skill. $20 to $30, that's like double my weapon right now. That's a huge increase. We're okay. Let's go ahead and kick that. Pop my stone skin.
Health warning.
Use a potion here. We high rolled on that potion, that's really nice. There is a patrol, but he's not coming this way.
Health warning.
Let's go ahead and use a heal. Pop another one. Judge, seal, spend all of our mana. Kind of reset this fight, and then, you know, the mana regen can start ticking. Nice, some more linen. Base pull this guy and bring him back. That's the patrol, I believe, so I need to hurry and kill this guy. He should be far enough away from these two. Yep, patrol's coming.
Health
Come
warning.
on. Dodge into a parry.
Health warning.
Front load our mana here. Oh, the copper respawned. I wonder if I can make it back over there real quick. I'd have to go around the back. Okay, it's not. I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna leave it there for the next guy that comes into this cave. Don't say that. You'd be dead soon? Come on, bro. Mana's full. It's a shield. Let's see what it sells for. 24. Everything else we have is worth a little more, I think. Oh, I don't have my devotion aura on either. Gives me an extra 55 armor. That's basically another, not a chest piece, but basically another set of gloves worth of armor. Now here's where it might get tricky to get out of the cave. I only want to pull one of these guys. I'd like to pull this guy. There we go. He was too close. Aggroed him as well. Go ahead and use my stone form. Got a big crit on this guy or something. I'd be willing to bet there's probably a chest down in this village, but again, that's just way too many mobs for me to take on. Let's check our treasure. Okay, there actually isn't. If I was paying better attention, I would have judged there. Again, I've got a lot to grow and improve on as a Paladin player, but I feel like I have the basics down as far as like conserving your mana, making sure you're, you know, being smart with your regen. When you spend your mana, make sure you like front load it. Oh, another sword, yo. Let's get rid of the dagger, I guess. All right, well, I'll be learning one-handed swords and two-handed swords in Stormwind. I'd love to get a green two-handed mace or two-handed axe, though, but this is definitely good with a shield. Yeah, as I was saying, I feel like I've got the premise of, like, you know, conserving my mana, that way I can use it to heal more, which allows me to stay in fights longer, right? Like I have no downtime. Got about 10 minutes. Might be enough time. Damn, I missed my judgment. I'm gonna need 2 inventory slots, and I don't really have anything that I want to get rid of. I want to... I guess I could head back to the village real quick. It's only right here. I'm also kind of filling up on ore. I need to go back and smelt some of this stuff down as well. Alright, just a little 2-piece. Let's head back to this little village here, Brunel village. I can sell the axe and the bow. That's a silver.5. That'll put us at 16 silver, which means I can definitely train my two-handed sword skill. And that should give me enough space to collect these 2 quest items from these leper gnomes here. I don't think there's a forge here, or else I would smelt down a lot of this copper. Alright, these mobs are level 10. They also have shields, so they probably have a high armor count. Two dodges back to back, that's nice. This is a disease, I can cleanse that. They are humanoids, so save our abilities for when they run. Check for treasure. And of course, this is the outside of the dungeon and once old city of the gnomish people, Nomeregan or Nomeregan, depending on how you say it. Master's Pocket. Sorry, bro. I play alone. I can't remember. Do we wind up joining a guild on my rogue? I honestly don't remember. I don't think we did. I think I played alone the whole time, which is kind of how I liked it. There's a chest up here. Nice. Cleanse that. I need to actually read what Decayed... I'm assuming it just, you know, lessens our strength so we hit less. Hit 4 less. Yeah. 2 strength. It's not the end of the world, but...
Health warning.
$24 copper. Okay, save the rest of that for someone else. Basically, just got some cloth out of it. A little bit of copper. Actually have a lot of cloth at this point. 36. We'll make some bandages, but I do need to save a good bit of it for blacksmithing, honestly. Oh, that's the other battered chest, okay. Gibble Wilt. Let's check for this rare. Oh, he is up. Alright, we have 2 patrols, this guy and this guy. Let's clear both these guys out real quick. Gibble Wilt seems to be a spellcaster. I mean, we've gotten 3 out of 4 of the rares so far. It's pretty nice, honestly.
Health warning.
Yeah, I think he's in here. Oh, he's actually back there, okay. I think he might be too close to this guy to where if I take him on, I'm gonna have to take them both on. It's worse than my other cloak. This one might go over by a little bit, 10 minutes or so. He knows Fireball. I'm definitely going to pull both of these guys at once, so... I guess let's just go straight in, try and take him down really quickly, interrupt his Fireballs. Uh-oh, 3. Let's go for the health potion first. Alright, I got the kill. I'm just gonna run. We'll come back and clear the others up. We'll get our loot afterwards, but I don't have the health to take on more. Ah. Ooh. Pair of green pants. I don't know what I'll get rid of for that, but maybe my refreshing spring water. Oh shit. They're just respawning like really quickly in this little village here.
Health warning.
I think I can handle. Okay. Get rid of my drinks. Yeah, they're respawning so quickly, man. It actually costs more money for me to interrupt, or more mana for me to interrupt that than it does to just let it go off and then purify it afterwards. So maybe I don't kick that. It's actually like just more efficient to do that. Alright, 3 more cogs, 1 more gear. These are cloth, but they are, you know, 1 strength, 1 stamina. Copper node back here. I won't really be able to hold it though, that's the issue. I'll have to get rid of probably like the crag boar rib. Look at the respawn, man. I also want to go into these little huts here and see if there might be any books in here or anything like that. It's a little gnomish workshop. It's kind of cool though. It's a little invisible elevator. Look at the little beds. That's so cute, actually. There's a book in here, but I can't read it. Tiny shorts, tiny shirt. Alright, 1 more cog. God, respawn rates are just insane in this village, man. I'm actually gonna work my way around the back. Try and get that copper node. Oh.
Health warning.
She's watching me die.
Thank you.
She bowed before me. Thank you. Yo! Just give me a stamina scroll.
May your generosity be returned to you.
You're very kind, young rogue. Thank you. She hit me with a armor scroll and a stamina scroll. That's huge. Sucks that we're about to get off, but I guess we'll have them for next time we play. Alright, what are we getting rid of? The crag boar rib. It hurts, but I'd rather have the copper. Hopefully it's a 4-piece. It's a 3-piece. That's not bad. Alright. Let's hearth, head back to Keranos, turn all these in, and then get ready to wrap this one up. It's about perfect timing. We went a little over today, but that's not bad.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. What can you do at an inn? Well, when you stay at an inn...
Sorry, Bill. I didn't mean to do that.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair.
Okay. So we need to swap out this guarded Thunder Ale barrel, and I need to give him a Thunder Ale in order to distract him. So he says, there's all this booze down here, but I have strict orders not to touch it. If only I could get a taste of some of our Thunder Ale. That would sharpen my wits, no lying. So I need to buy him an ale and then give it to him.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty. Great to meet you. For me, you're a true hero, adventurer.
Ah, that sure does hit the spot. I think I'll get myself a couple more. Can you watch these barrels for me, Bale? Sure we can. The date on this barrel shows that it'll soon be tapped. Switch it out. You quickly place Marlis Barrel of Barley Brew Scalder among the Thunder Brew barrels. Having inserted a barrel of Marlis Scalder in the Keranos distillery cellar, you grab a barrel of Thunder Ale as proof of your deed. Bring the barrel of Thunder Ale to Marlith Barley Brew at the Brunel village. So we need to bring her one back just to show her that we actually did it. Makes sense. Let's go talk to Senny or Whitebeard.
Ah, adventurer! I didn't think you'd have much trouble finding the place. My directions are excellent, you know. Let me just finish up my report then. There. Well, haha. Now this certainly is funny. I don't suppose, adventurer, that you would mind doing one last favour for me?
I guess so. I'll take the stone buckler.
Excellent. Take my report to Senator Baron Redstone. He's a sour type, so don't let his less than sunny disposition get to you. He's in Ironforge, in the chamber where King Magni holds court. Don't know the way to Ironforge? Take the road out of Keranos north, cross the bridge, then follow the road east. There are large banners flanking the road up the mountainside. By the way, if you might avoid mentioning how you assisted me. Can't let them think I'm not working hard out here, you know?
That's true. Get 2 silver for that. Oh, inventory's full. Here
there.
Get rid of the shield for now.
Excellent. Take my...
The report will come with us. Let's go... Let's go smith and smelt down some of this copper real quick. That should make some more inventory space for us. I have 18 silver, meaning I could buy 2 bags, which would help with inventory space. I want to keep 10 silver so we can learn sword training for this short bastard sword, because this thing is really good. But if I buy 2 bags, that'll put me at 8 silver plus the quest that we have right now, which should put me back above 10 silver or so. Which is enough to learn the training for 2-handed swords in Stormwind. Alright, 47 is when copper goes green, but we're still getting some points from it. You can get a few points here and there. If we can get to 50, we can become a journeyman miner. Nice. But that's going to cost me, I think, 10 silver or 15 silver, so probably going to have to hold off on that. Alright, 50 copper bars. That's pretty good. When we head to Ironforge next session, I'll put these in the bank, I think. I could make some rough weight stones. That would also be nice. But again, I'm probably going to follow a blacksmith guide for the most part on this character. Razzle. The recombobulator will be up and running as soon as we have sufficient restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears.
These gyromechanic gears and restabilization cogs are in perfect accordance with Ozzy's schematics for the recombobulation device. Once I add some hydrolubricant to the inner combustion pistons, adjust the cranker ratchet and increase of the viscosity of the electrogum gel, the gnomish race will be as good as new.
Nice. Let me install these gyromechanic gears and restabilization cogs, and we'll fire up the recombobulator. That should do the trick. What a sick little invention. Time to save the entire gnomish race. Here goes nothing. Perhaps a bit more grease will do the trick. My thoughts exactly. I've got a captured leper right here. Does it help him? Oh shit! I turned him into a chicken. Well, that didn't do the trick. Uh-oh, boys. That wasn't supposed to happen, was it? Fellas? Well, it doesn't look like they have any books in here that I can read. And speaking of books, since we've gone over on time again, I'll probably save reading for next session. Let's turn in this final quest. Head back to Bellow-Fizz, our boy. And then next time we'll go to Marlith, we'll read the book here in Keranos, we'll work on the stolen stash. Then we'll probably also take a trip to Ironforge, handle all the business that we need in Ironforge, then head to Stormwind, learn training. Did you get that Evershine?
Yes, this will do just fine. I think I'll open a bottle right now and have a taste.
Nice. Alright, so that should put us back where we need to be for being able to buy 2 bags. I need to see if there's... Surely there's someone in here in Keranos that can sell me some bags. Two more 6 slaughters would be really nice. That would give us an extra 12 spaces for looting. That's a warlock trainer over there. There we go. Craig Bilm. Just do a little bit of reorganization here. And then I'll also pick up
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
A little bit of milk. And another ale. That takes us down to 8 silver. But between the reports, that gives me basically 2 silver right there, and then returning to Marleth next time we play, that'll give me 2 silver right there. So that'll put us back above 10 silver pieces for our two-handed sword training, and we'll work on that later tonight when I get back from the gym and am done kind of running errands. But for now, let's get into a bed. And I do have the Elite Player Frame add-on on. I like to have that EPF frame at 0. Oops, no, EPF frame 1, which is auto, meaning as we level up and get stronger and more resilient, this will change from like the Silver Dragon to the Golden Dragon and that kind of thing. I think you get Gold Dragon at level 60, I think. I thought we got EPF frame 2. I thought we got this one first, and then it went from EPF frame 2 to 3, which is rare elite, EPF frame 4, and then it goes to full elite at level 60. But on auto, which is 1, we're not. Well, as soon as we hit level 10, it gave us the elite, silver elite, and I didn't even realize we hit level 10. But with our first talent point, we have Holy Protection and Retribution. I think as long as I'm being smart with my mana, I'm not really having that much of a mana issue. Regen is working just fine, so I'm actually not going to go into the Retribution tree. Armor from Devotion Aura is kind of like eh. Having an increased chance to block is okay, but so far I've been using a two-handed mace. Improved Blessing, this is kind of whatever. Holy, increasing my raw strength is really nice, and increasing my raw intelligence is really nice by 2%, stacking up to 5 times. I think we're going to go with Divine Strength, allowing me to hit harder. We'll get this up to 10%, and then this is really what I want. Spiritual Focus gives your Flash of Light and Holy Light a 14% chance to not lose casting time when you take damage. If I put 5 points in this, I think this goes all the way up to 100%, to where you don't get knockback whenever you're hard casting your heals. That's very, very important to me in hardcore. That way, if I need to pop a Holy Light off in the middle of a fight, like I can just use it. I don't have to worry about the knockback hitting me, especially with like 2 or 3 mobs on me, which is when I'll need it the most, right? So I think we're going to put 5 points in Divine Strength and then 5 points in Spiritual Focus. And then we might be able to pick up Consecration. I need to decide how I'm going to play, but this is a lot of mana for a big AoE spell. It's really, really nice. And like I said, I'm probably going to be doing like a Holy Prot hybrid build. It'll be slower than going straight Retribution, but I just like the idea of it. I like the fantasy of it. I do want to get a Sword and Shield at some point and eventually switch to Sword and Shield. I'll be more durable, I'll be more tanky, have a less chance of dying. I'll have some skills that can help me heal in combat if I need. Improved lay on hands, reducing the cooldown on this thing would be really nice, all this kind of stuff. Retribution, I'll kill things faster, but I've played Retribution before. I kind of want to try like a new, interesting self-brewed build for myself. So let's put 1 point in Divine Strength, start working on our strength, and we'll call this one here for now, guys. I will be back later tonight, like I said, when I'm done running some errands and go to the gym. We'll get back on the dwarf. I'm super stoked. I'm having a blast. I'm getting addicted to the game again. So I'll see you guys later tonight. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless gamers.